everyone, and thank you for joining me for this Wellness Wednesday for this week. I hope thus far you're having a great and prosperous week. For today, I would actually like to talk a little bit about food and nutrition. For those who have seen some of my segments before, I've talked about the fact that I am a vegetarian. I know that that's not the path for everyone. I know for me, for quite some time, that was just not something I was interested in. But with me being a person who has struggled with diabetes and blood pressure, high cholesterol, and gout, I have all of that going on. I found that becoming a vegetarian was actually very beneficial to me having a better quality of life. Now, one thing that I've noticed has been going on is there's a lot of plant-based meats and meals and all those different things, and I've tried quite a few of them. I've gone to some of the fast food restaurants that have those plant-based burgers. I have gone into the grocery store and gotten different types of plant-based taco meats and breakfast sausage, all those different things, and all of those things have been really good and they've been great. However, some of those issues that I've seen come to be with me looking for these types of things I can eat is they contain a lot of sodium. Now, for those who understand the importance of knowing what your sodium is for your daily intake, you have to always be watching that. I know that I do. So after doing some studying for myself, I found out that people who deal with some of the same issues that I deal with, they say that you should be trying to stay within the range of 1,500 milligrams a day for your sodium. And I remember taking a health class one of those times, and one of the things that they practically said was a no-no. Like, there were 3 laws that they had that you needed to make sure you abided by if you had diabetes and blood sugar issues or the high blood pressure and cholesterol. Was they said, don't go to Jack in the Box, don't go to Del Taco, and then lastly, don't eat any of those cup of noodles or the ramen stuff. You're not supposed to get into any of that. And I remember they were showing that the ramen had like 1,200 and something milligrams of sodium if you ate that whole entire pack. And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, 1,500 milligrams and then I just had 1,200 milligrams is not going to work out too well for the rest of the day. And so I've always stayed away from it. So I ended up having one of those fast food plant-based burgers, and then I looked up the nutritional facts because I'm like, okay, cool, this has got to be good, this has got to be straight. It was over 1,500 milligrams of sodium just for the one burger by itself. So I've learned from this, you have to do your homework, even on those things that are being sold to you as being healthy and a better option. And that's where you have to do your diligence of understanding what's in it and not just take what is shown to you in a commercial ad or something like that. A good example of that would be the fact that I went to this all plant-based vegan fast food place down in Redlands, California. It was called Plant Palette. Now, I went there originally with a coworker of mine, and she said it was a good place, and so I went there. I ended up getting a burger that had an avocado. It tastes amazing and delicious. But I noticed that there was no calorie numbers on the menu. And I was like thinking to myself, I was like, well, even if I go to McDonald's, they will say how many calories you're going to have. So then a few days later, I was down the hill again, and I took my wife there, and she got like this this plant-based like fish sandwich, and she was saying it was really good. I got a buffalo chicken sandwich that was also plant-based, obviously, and I was sitting there eating and everything, and it was delicious. It was straight bomb. It was incredible. And then when I got home, I started looking more so into if I could find the nutritional facts on it, and there was none to be found. Blew my brain out. I was like, wait, there's nothing here? And I'm looking through every kind of app that you can find to see if there's anything on it. And then I found out that because they only have like 5, I think there's 5 restaurants, or maybe even less than that, they are not enforced to actually show you the calories or any of the ingredients of what they have. And I sat there and thought to myself, you know, Man, I find a good place that if I'm down the hill and I need to get something to eat, I can go there and eat, but I can't tell what I'm eating. For those that really keep track of what they eat, I have literally created a chart that I go through every day that can show what my blood pressure is every single day, what my glucose levels are every single day. I also write down the facts regarding how many calories I take in, the amount of sodium I take in, the amount of sugar that I'm taking in, so I can keep all of my numbers in order. I would rather do that than take a whole slew of medicine every single day so I can be able to just do whatever I want. That's not worth it for me. And so I started looking at that and I'm like, well, if this place is promoting themselves as, oh, everything is raw, no GMOs, none of this, none of that, why wouldn't they want their customers to know what they're eating? And for me, I guess I watch too many mystery movies. That means that you're usually up to something that's a little bit odd or off, but I could be very well wrong. But I would have appreciated if a restaurant like that would have been able to supply me at least with the calories, so then I at least know, okay, well, I've had 600 calories or 700 calories, whatever it ends up being. I would have enjoyed being able to have that information, and they weren't willing to share that with their consumers. So I would just definitely encourage you, make sure you are doing your homework on what you are eating. A lot of us, we have things that have gone from generation to generation within our family. But what I'm starting to realize for myself is the fact that a lot of that is based on the fact that I'm still eating the same thing that my mom and my grandma's grandma was probably eating. And it's gotten worse throughout the generations because they add more preservatives to everything now. So please make sure that you are checking the foods that you eat. Do your own homework. Don't take anything at face value, because it's going to help you to establish what's going to be safe for you and get you the ultimate results. Again, if you are looking to not have to be on medicine like that. The other thing that you've got to make sure that you do is get moving. A little bit like this. Now, you don't have to be getting your Darren's dance groove on like I was practically doing. Man, I really showed my age by saying that. But anyway, you don't have to be doing the dancing like I do. That's what I'm doing right now for my workout with the resistance bands. But get out there and do at least 30 minutes of workouts. Some people, they don't have the time to do that every single day, though my personal path is anything is going to be worth me getting my body and my health in order. But at least try to get it in 3 or 5 or even 7. That's what my nutritionist said. Technically, every person should be getting 30 minutes of cardio in at least 7 days a week. And all you got is 7 days out of a week. So that's literally every single day. But do something so that you challenge yourself physically. If you want to go out and take a walk, brisk walk, so you can get that heartbeat going, get those arms moving, that type of thing, so then you really get a benefit out of doing it. But if you do that where you're checking your foods and then you're also making sure that you get 30 minutes of some kind of physical activity in every single day, I would almost guarantee that you're going to see results that you will not regret. So again, thank you for joining me for today's Wellness Wednesday, and I'll be back at the end of this week as always with a wrap up of the week as well as doing a spotlight, and I've got a really good one for you guys this time. So again, thank you for joining me, and I will see you all later. Grayson, is there anything you want to say?